Folk Tales, a tale from Bihar. Sweet Revenge. Raghulal was a poor farmer of Motihari village where Pyarelal was a wealthy moneylender. He amassed his wealth mostly by cheating the native villagers. It is not as though they were unaware of his tricks, but as there was no one else to turn to when the need was urgent, they allowed themselves to be cheated. So much so, the one who borrowed money became poorer while the one who lent became richer. The method adopted by Pyarelal was simple. He did away with promissory notes. Why should we sign documents? He would say. You need money and I give it to you. When you have money, you repay. But you pay me my interest without fail. That's all I insist. At the end of the year, the borrower would be left with no doubt that he had paid a larger sum than what he had borrowed, and he still would not have repaid the actual sum he borrowed. The borrower would be totally ignorant of the arithmetic of his dealings with Pyarelal. Raghulal found himself at his wits' end. Whenever he didn't have any money to give the moneylender, Pyarelal would take away quantities of grain from Raghulal's granary. Other times, he would have grabbed little bits of the farmer's small field. Sometimes, Raghulal would have even parted with some of his cooking vessels. Once, when Pyarelal did not see Raghulal for days together, he went to his house. The poor farmer came out and said, I have only these rags left on my body, and I don't have a second set for a change. What shall I do? Pyarelal had a ready answer. Why don't you go to Ram for help? He had been very kind to me. I shall come back some days later, he said and went away. I shall search for Ram. If he has helped Pyarelal, then he'll certainly help me. Raghulal assured himself and got ready to go in search of Ram. He walked and did not find a person with whom he could inquire how to reach Ram. He then came upon someone looking like a priest. Would you please tell me where I can find the kindly Ram? I shall give you one of the 3 rotis I am carrying. The man did not even take a second look at the roti he was extending and went away mumbling. Raghulal continued to walk and a little later saw a person who was wearing the holy ash on his forehead. He offered him a roti and asked him, Where can I find Ram? I am sure you would lead me to him. The man accepted the roti readily and said, I am sorry, I don't know Ram. I know only Shiva. He then walked away without offering a word of thanks. Raghulal walked, now hungry and tired. He could have eaten the rotis and taken some rest, but he did not, hoping that someone might help him and he would share the rotis with him. Soon there came his way a poor man in rags and looking equally tired. He told the man, I am looking for Ram and I was told that he would help me. He then opened his bundle of rotis. Oh, you want to meet Ram? I am Ram. Tell me, how could I be of help to you? Said the man, eagerly looking at the rotis. Here, please take 1 roti, said Raghulal, and both started eating. He then told the poor man how he had been cheated by the moneylender. I am now left with no land, no money, and the wherewithal for a living. The poor man, now looking no more hungry, pulled out a conch from a little bag he was carrying. If you blow it in a particular way, this conch will give you whatever you want. I don't have strength to blow it, and so it's no longer of use to me. Take it. But let me warn you, let the moneylender not fool you again. The poor man in rags then went his way. Raghulal now returned home, shut all the windows and doors, and tried to blow the conch this way and that. When he blew it one particular way, out came tinkling coins. As he was not a greedy man, he stopped blowing. He thought he had enough coins to buy him food. He took rest for a whole day and went back to work on whatever was left of his small farm. One day, Pyarelal came that way and found Raghulal's field looking so green and ready for harvesting. He decided to call on him. He went to his house with a plate of sweets and all smiling. "I'm so glad, Raghulal, that prosperity has returned to you," said the moneylender. "No, I'm not reminding you of the loan you had taken from me. But just tell me, what is the secret of your success?" Raghulal, the simpleton that he was, showed him the conch and said, "I owe everything to this conch." Pyarelal thought that the farmer must have unearthed the conch by sheer accident. The greedy man that he was, he decided to cheat the farmer. As he got up to leave, he managed to hide the conch in the folds of his long shawl. Raghulal did not notice for some days that the conch was missing, as he now had enough money. Back at home, the money lender tried to blow the conch, but no sound came out and he was frustrated. After some days, he went to Raghulal with a plate of sweets and said, "Friend, I have to make a confession. That day I was attracted by the beauty of the conch and took it home for a closer look at it. And I tried to blow it, but it did not produce any sound. How then did you say that you owe your prosperity to this conch?" Raghulal was so naive as to pick up the conch and blow it. Pyarelal could not believe his eyes when he saw tingling coins falling out of the conch. "All right, Raghulal, you forget all about the loan you had taken from me. Just see that I get the double of whatever you get." Raghulal protested. "You have cheated me for long, haven't you? Before I do anything for you, you must promise that you would return all the extra money you have taken from me. Also, return that portion of the farm you took from me. And don't forget the vessels. I haven't cooked anything in my kitchen for days." Pyarelal found himself in a fix. He was desperate. He grabbed the conch and said, "In that case, let this remain in my possession. Neither of us will benefit from it." And Pyarelal began to leave. Raghulal admitted defeat. "I take your word that you won't demand any more money from me. Give back the conch. Whenever I blow it, you'll get the double of whatever I get. But see that you return my vessels today and recall the farm hands working on my piece of land." The money lender went away head hung. Raghulal waited till Pyarelal sent back the vessels. The next day, instead of wishing for coins, he wished that he went blind in one eye as he blew the conch. He waited for a few days and found that money lender's men had left the field. He then called on Pyarelal. Poor man! He was groping his way to the door of his house as he heard his name being called. Raghulal saw that both his eyes had become blind. Sweet revenge, he thought. Raghulal, forgive me for all my misdeeds, pleaded Pyarelal. Please request your conch to give back my eyesight, won't you? Do you think the conch would have obliged to grant such a strange request?
Dhanyavad. Thank you. If you like this video, do like, subscribe and share. See you in the next one. Bye bye.